And joining me now is the STL TV player of the game from the St. Louis Surge, Brittany Carter. Brittany, the fans are still yelling and screaming after this resounding 123-44 victory. Congratulations on a great effort.
Thank you. Thank you. It was such a fun game today.
You know, you had 34 points, I think 7 three-pointers, 9 rebounds, a bunch of assists, I think 6 steals. You were all over the place today, and you were smiling the whole game.
Because I love it. It's what I do is fun for me. So I'm always smiling. People do give me trouble about it. I smile too much when I play, but I'm out there having fun. This is what I love to do, and I won't give it up until I'm done smiling.
This is your second St. Louis Surge Player of the Game honors this year. Last time you were 6 for 6 from 3, and today you had 7 three-pointers. But see, the thing that impressed me most is all the other statistics. I mean, the rebounds, the steals, the assists. I mean, I would say it's a pretty well-rounded game.
Thank you. I definitely feed off of my defense. So the 6 steals is where I get myself going. And then everything just feeds off of that. My teammates were giving me great passes, wide open shots, and it's just a matter of knocking them down.
I mean, you guys came out of the gate today, I think, with a 10-0 run. I think you may have had 14 points before they even scored. It was a dominating performance, and you guys really seemed to be on all cylinders going into the playoffs.
That's our main focus. We wanted to be a lot more focused and ready to go this game. We do have games where we tend to start off a little bit slow, so that is something we need to key in on, and I think we did that today.
And talk about the contribution from the non-starters. I don't want to say off the bench, I say that, but I say non-starters because everybody's so good on the team. Kelsey McClure with 18 points, Laura Johnson with 11 points. I think Bianca was in double figures or close today as well. So you discuss the team members that don't always get to start.
That's the thing. We are a very well-rounded, deep team. That's why we're such a big threat. We've got people coming off the bench making an immediate impact. They're not coming in just to fill a spot. They're coming in and, like they did today, making huge contributions to the team, and we've needed that. Just as our momentum going into this playoffs, that's what we need, those players to step up like they have been.
And when everybody plays and everybody's more rested, their legs aren't the energy and the pounding on the body is a little bit less when you get everybody involved in the game. That's
another thing that helps with having depth. You're able to give other players opportunities to rest. We do have kind of a older roster. I wouldn't say it's too old, but we have some older bodies that are going through some aches and pains as you age. So it's great to have some young, fresh legs coming off the bench.
Today was the final regular season game, 8-2. You had a little bit of a shaky start in the very beginning. It wasn't the St. Louis Surge team that is the Surge of today. What are your thoughts going into the playoffs and the postseason?
We need to stay focused. This week is a tough week of practice. We've got a very tough first game coming up next Saturday. So our focus needs to be better than ever and keep striving to get better every day. No wasted practices.
What about the energy out there? Even with a big lead, when you're getting ready to hit 100 points, the crowd was just going crazy. The whole lower bowl was full and the energy was there. What do you think about the show today?
I love that atmosphere. They're the reason we get so excited and we keep runs going. You have people behind you at all times just screaming your name and yelling. It's nothing better than that feeling, and we appreciate all the fans for coming out. That's why we do what we do, and we love it.
Next week we've got the Midwest Flyers, a team that's a nemesis, a team they're going to bring everything they have at you. I'm not saying that they don't like the Surge, but I've been doing this about 6 years now, and there seems to be tension throughout these games anytime the Flyers come into this building.
It's a tough rivalry. You've got that in-state rivalry that happens at every level of the game, but this one's a little different. We do take these games personal. We want to be the best in Missouri, and yet alone in the States. But for us, this is a tough game coming up. Like I said before, we have to stay focused and make sure we're doing what we need to do in practice starting on Tuesday.
All right, thank you very much. Brittany Carter, our STL TV St. Louis Surge Player of the Game. And joining me now from Sioux Falls University in South Dakota, you guys are the Cougars.
Yes.
Laura Johnson. Laura, thanks for spending some time with us here today at STL TV. Nice game. What are your thoughts of this big, resounding victory today?
Yeah, obviously we like to have close games, but games like this are also good just to get everyone involved, especially when we have some tough games coming up, nationals coming up, just to get some people rolling. So I think a lot of people got a lot of good minutes, a lot of good experience today.
11 points off the bench today, including 3 3-pointers. Very big contribution today. And, talk about coming off the bench and playing your role with the St. Louis Surge here, because you got to think about it. 1 through 10, I mean, there's a lot of talent on this team. Sometimes it's tough to get minutes.
Yeah, it's been an adjustment, I think, for anyone on the bench. I'm pretty sure everyone on our team has been used to starting almost their whole lives. So just to take on a new role has definitely been like a different kind of mental game. But we're all settling into our roles now, so it's starting to click.
Excellent, and you need role players on a team. I mean, you bring people in, they're fresh off the bench. You can give the starters a little bit of a break. Like you said, most players on the team are going to be starters on any other team. But the Surge have won 2 WBCBL championships and making a run at a third. So what are your thoughts on today's game? You had 11 points, 3 3-pointers, and a great contribution.
Yeah, it's good to just get some minutes on the floor. I think everyone would probably say the same. Going into nationals, we just want everyone to be ready to play their roles as many minutes as they get on the court. So I think it was really good to get some confidence going into the next few tough games here.
Tell us a little bit about your career in Sioux Falls and what you've done since then.
Yeah, so I graduated in 2014. It's been a while now. Went overseas to Spain for 2.5 seasons. Now I'm back playing with the Surge. Got a job at WashU, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going back to Europe or not, but I'm not sure yet.
All right. Well, any final thoughts, Laura?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Laura Johnson, a great contribution today, 11 points, including 3 3-pointers in the ball game and the big resounding victory over the Music City Icons. And congratulations again to the St. Louis Surge, who improved to 8-2 on the season with a resounding 123-44 victory over the Music City Icons from Tennessee. It was an amazing point total today. And if you're wondering, the most points the Surge have ever scored was 133, so just 10 points off that mark there. So it was a tremendous performance today by several players. Brittany Carter, once again, 34 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 6 steals. We had a nice chat with her. Kelsey McClure, 18 points off the bench. Laura Johnson contributed 11. Bianca Latham with 10 as well. For STL TV, I'm Todd Blackstock reporting for St. Louis Surge Weekly.